Good morning to the grind, man. Good morning to the grind. Good morning, good morning. Another blessed day to wake up and say, man, I want to win. I'm going to win. I'm going to get it. I'm going to make it happen. And yes, not going to make it happen. Going to make it happen. I'm KeJohnna Owens. This is the Morning Grind Grindology101 Podcast, man, where we just project the energy, the motivation, the inspiration, the encouragement of some sort of way, man, that you can get your day started towards what you want in your life. The Morning Grind Grindology101. It's about empowering yourself with what you said you wanted to do with your life. We're going to get right on to it each and every Monday and Friday. I have my amazing guest and good friend, Mr. Robert F. McPhaul, is my co-host. We're going to talk about 3 simple steps in being successful. But we want to get you started with some mojo. My main man, Mr. Morris out there, Mr. Neosha Morris, shout out to you, man. The mojo, motivation, something that inspires you, kicks you in the gear. It says, you know, I could win in a big way. I could win in a major way. I have the tools. I have the commitment. I have the drive. I have the determination. And more importantly than those things right there, which are fleeting, I have the why, my family, my community, my business, whatever that might be for you. Stand by. Let's get right on into it. This is the Morning Grind. Bring my main man, Mr. Robert F. McPhaul, to the front. Stand by. There he is right there, man. He said, wake up in the morning, let's go get it. Wake up in the morning, let's go get it. The bearded one, Mr. Robert F. McPhaul, man. Good morning to you, sir. Jacksonville, Florida, entrepreneur, retired Navy veteran, a man on a mission to make a difference. Good morning to you, sir.
Woo! Good morning, great rising, and everything else. Salutations. Whatever people say this on this Monday morning, which I coined it as Motivational Monday.
Motivational Monday. Let's kick some folks in the gear. Robert, you hit me with you said 3 simple steps. You said, let's give the people 3 simple steps. Something you read that you brought to the table. You said, we want to speak on that. And let's get it started, man. And speak on what it takes. What made you think of 3 simple steps?
Ooh. And matter of fact, they just I'm on a Zoom or was on a Zoom and everything, and boy, it was God sent, and they kind of touched on what I want us to talk about, and basically the 3 simple steps. And I want you guys to understand this. And this came out of the book of Success with People by KeJohnna Owens. And in this chapter 7, it was something Will Rogers said. And, Will Rogers said this. And basically, he said, know what you are doing. Know what you are doing. Then the second one, love what you are doing. Then the third one, believe in what you are doing. See, it hit me because here's the thing. To be successful in what you're doing, you got to love what you're doing. And in order for you to love what you're doing, you have to know what you're doing. And then to tie it all in, to be successful in what you're doing, you got to believe. Because if you don't believe, you're not going to continue to do it. You're just going to quit and go to the next flashy thing. I'm just saying. I turn it back over to you.
Ooh, that's some good stuff there, brother. To love what you're doing, you got different kind of feedback from that, right? We're going to different trainings. You may hear you don't have to love what you're doing. You have to be committed to what you're doing. But when you find that love what you're doing, this is what you mean. The next step of doing it, without knowledge of it. Man, I just got to do something. And you find a passion within it, and it compels you, and it draws you, and you get into it, and it becomes a part of you. You love you love what you're doing, and that radiates off of you, and other people see it. Man, what is he doing? I don't know, but he sure love it. Talk on that.
You see, and this is what the one individual I was thinking it was Nate Robinson that said this. Nate Newman, should I say? He said that, and I'm just gonna paraphrase. Basically, if you love and believe what you're doing, that people will hear the passion in your voice, and to hear the passion that you are, and you are convicted in what you're doing. You're not gonna stop. You're gonna go 100, or like Eric Thomas would say, you're going 120. You're not going to stop. You're gonna, even though as hard as it may be, as long as it might take, because we also have to understand this: success is not a destination. Success is a journey. It's a journey. There is, if you're looking for a destination, that means you're looking to get to where you need to be, and you just get stopped and say, "Oh, I'm done." No, it's a journey, because it's always something new. It's always something. It's gonna take you to different places. It's gonna have you be in front of different people. It's gonna have you help other people, because that journey of success is never stop. I'm just saying.
You know, we think success looks a certain way. We got, because the marketing in the world, they give you pictures of what it looks like. It's the Bentley. You know, I tell my friends all the time, you're not gonna believe what I'm doing, until I land the helicopter with the golden blades on the freeway. I don't know if it looks like that, but that's what people, the look of it. It's more when you get there. We have coaching. Mr. Bradley, he'll say always, "Welcome to the new bottom." Welcome to the new bottom. You achieve a level of success like getting a promotion at work. Man, I got that promotion. Man, they gave me that raise. You're excited. You go to work, and they have piled on so many more responsibilities that it's not what you thought it was going to be. And success has a journey and a path along to it. And it's going to test you at each incremental step. Do you want more? Do you want more? Do you want to keep going? Man, I didn't know it's going to be like this. I got drafted to the NFL. Remember, that's what I thought it was going to look like that. But when you get in there, man, you got to get in there early. Oh, man, I didn't know that the locker, it's so many learning things about the next step. And that's when we find, man, I still got to do some work. Mr. Robert McPhaul, you know the process of anything. United States Navy veteran, retired. What do you think retirement would look like, right? When you retire, there's going to be the picture of whatever they put on the trifold. The picture, what it looks like after retirement. Well, tell me a little bit about what that new, success looked like, and what you did to continue the journey of success after finding yourself on a new box.
Well, let's see here. I tell you, I went into the Navy, and retirement was not on my mind. I just kept on going and going. And then when I got to a certain point, I said, "Oh, retirement! I need that money. I need that that retirement check and everything." But my mind wasn't really understanding how that's going to look, what that was going to look like. But reality came into play and said, retirement is just retirement from the Navy, from the military. It wasn't the full retirement as people would think that be. Because at the end of the day, most of the people that retire from the military get another job to make more income, because your retirement check does not cover the loss of the income that you once had when you was in the military, unless you did some good things, and from day one, you knew what you was going to do. And that's why Know what you are doing. See, when you know what you are doing, you'll get educated, you start strategizing, you get to know that area, and you'll be an expertise. You start studying it. And I didn't do that when I was in the military. I was just gone with it. So when I got out of the military, I had to go find me I had to find me a job. Got the job. And because I just wanted to make some money and everything. And so then after that, as years went on and wasn't too happy and everything, just trying to make, I know I need to make some more additional income. I found this company as an entrepreneur. And then now I'm studying what entrepreneurs do. I'm studying the company that I'm in the business that I'm in. And as I'm studying, I'm finding that success is coming, and it's a journey because it's not going to happen overnight. It's you have to put the work in. It's simple, but not easy. It's simple, and yes, it's hard. But but if we are able to do the simple things, eventually the work will catch up to what we're doing, or try to say the success will catch up with the work that we're doing, to which we'll be successful in the field or in the company or in the business that you're doing. So just understand this. Know what you are doing. Once you know what you are doing and you got it down packed and you know this is what you want to do and you studied it and you did everything that you were supposed to do so you can be successful and move forward, then love what you are doing. Love it. Because, true indeed, I love talking to people. I love going to different places in the country, in my state, in the world. I love talking to people. I love helping people. See, when you love something, it's not considered a job. When you love something, you don't get tired from it. When you love something, you continue to march forward and do what you need to do to be able to be successful in it. You'll go ahead and go 100. You won't stop. Even the naysayers won't even get you to stop doing what you're doing because you love what you are doing. You are passionate about what you are doing. But then to continue to go through it, when you hit the brick wall, when life hits you in the gut, when things don't go the way that you thought it was going to go, when you go through all this stuff, belief in what you're doing is going to get you through that. And when your belief is in it, it's still, once again, nobody can deter you from what you're going to do because you believe in it. And when you believe in it, people will hear the passion coming off of your voice. People will see that, wow, you've been in this for 10 years. You've been in this for 20 years. You really believe that this is going to work. And you are able to sell. You'll be able to show. You'll be able to share the things that you're doing because you believe in it and you're not going to stop doing it. Turn it back over.
When you believe in it to well, it's not on the screen right there, but it says apply the level of the work you do to match the level of the faith you have. Now, you join the Navy, you loved it. Now, as it began to go on, you started to learn more about it, dig into it. Man, they got different careers, they got different kind of scenarios. You got, man, and your belief comes into it that it's going to be able to take care of you and your family over the course of time. Now down to embracing that journey of change and growth and development in your model, which is the Navy at that time, you start to also learn new things that may not be in accordance with what you want it to look like retirement. Man, when I retire, it's going to be just like this. I like to think of it like Huggy Bear, right? Huggy Bear, and I'm going to get you sucker. We're old enough. You the bearded one. He said, it's going to be just like it used to be, right? He had a vision of what it was going to be like. Fish in the heels of the shoe, the old back in the 70s. He's gonna come back. It's gonna be right in line with what he wanted in his life, what he knew, what he loved, what he understood, what he believed in. But in the process, things had changed. Now that's a great example, and that's funny. But then on the end, he had embraced the process and made the proper adjustments. Like after retirement, we loved it, we did it, we believed it. In some kind of way, retirement, we start to learn it's not about age, it's about income. So when you learn that, you're at a new bottom, right? I got to get another. So we want to wake people up to the process during the process, if you will. And Robert, we're going to show some what we call mojo information, some video content that might inspire somebody to say, you know what, I'm going to take today and apply another level of drive and grind and grit and overcoming. I'm going to be early to work. Let's start there. I love what I do. I know what I'm doing. Now, I believe what I'm doing, and here's a cherry on top of that. I believe what I'm doing, and I believe in where I'm going. That'll keep you stuck in there right there. Let's stand by, Mr. McPhaul. I'm gonna have you back on the other side, man. We're gonna talk about this. Let's let the people that have done this and do this at a super high level, the Eric Thomases, the Tony Robbins, the Zig Ziglars, the Jim Rohns, the Steve Harveys, right? Les Brown, got a chance to meet him once. Amazing. Let's let him do some of the talking about the work that it takes. Stand by.
One of the biggest contradictions of massive success is when people go to their moms, their dads, their brother, sister, boyfriend, girlfriend. They say, listen, one day the world's going to know who I am. One day I will have a Ferrari, the Lambo, the Rolls, the Bentley, the big house, the cars, the backyard with the big swimming pool and an elevator. I'm going to put the biggest parties. I'm going to be a millionaire one day. Yet, instead of staying at the office on Friday night, you call your friends and you go party. Instead of waking up Saturday morning to go to the gym, you sleep until 10 o'clock. Instead of reading the book on Sundays, you kick back and watch movies all day long. The reality is very simple. Those who win big, they do four things right. They sleep, sweat, grind, repeat. And they do it over and over and over again until their dreams become a reality.
If you can get through to doing things that you hate to do, on the other side is greatness.
You gotta have the mentality to show up every fucking day of your life, no matter what life throws at you. It's our responsibility to show up to the Coliseum of life, prepared for fucking battle. I don't care what you're going through, what life's throwing at you. It's your responsibility to find your new 100%.
You still must grind. I fail at most things I do, but still I grind. I don't want to do half the shit I do, but still I grind. And that one day, you see me on a dark alley, run at 1 o'clock in the morning, know one thing. I was grinding.
Every single day when you wake up, you got two options. You can look at the clock and hit the snooze. You can look at that snooze button, boom. You can hit the snooze button and go back to bed and dream about what you want to have. Or you can look at that snooze button, kick that clock and get up and go pursue your dreams.
You need to walk through the mud in life, guys, if you ever want to get to the higher ground. That higher ground is where you look in the mirror and you have respect, and you run through the work, the sweat equity of it all. And the end product is something you travel, a legacy of life, that you put your signature to, that means something. You're not speaking hollow words. You're backing those motherfuckers up with action.
That's what lions do. Lions don't give up. Lions don't quit. Lions hunts. That's what we do for a living.
I still grind. I love to grind. If you're competing in one of my businesses, I'm going to kick your ass because I'm going to outgrind you.
You have to be willing to work in places people don't see.
While the other guy's sleeping, I'm working. While the other guy's eating, I'm working.
There's a motherfucker out there who wants what you have, Who wants the position you are? Who wants the job you have? Who wants the wife that you have? Or the husband? There's someone out there hungry and wants everything you can have. So make that a motivation for you.
And mental toughness says, not only do I climb that doggone mountain, I enjoy climbing the mountain. I get a kick out the mountain. I get a kick out the weights. I get a kick out of fatigue. I get a kick out of the grind. I get a kick out of it. You take advantage of this opportunity. You let everything else go. You eat different. You study different. You practice different. We don't have forever. Let's not act like it. We're all going to die. And so I don't act like I'm going to live forever. So every opportunity I get, I murder it. Process driven. I love it. I'm about that life. I get up every morning at 3 o'clock. When I want to get up, when I don't. When I feel like it and I don't feel like. Why? Because I'm process driven. I'm not feelings driven. Champions are not feeling driven. Champions don't get up when they want to. And if we're going to be champions, process driven. Don't stop when you're tired. Stop when you're done.
Don't stop when you're tired. Stop when you're done. A lot of people get this process going. They love what they do. They start to know what they're doing. They start to believe in where they're going. And then that tree falls in front of you. The job pulls the rug from up under you. You're leveraging your job to get your book written or get your business started, but they fired you from the job so you have that leverage income, all kind of stuff. Divorce, loss of life. There's so many things that come along the process, especially when we say we want something more than what's ordinary. You start to lose friends, you start to lose family, you start to lose, sometimes even respect, all kinds of stuff, because we're trying to get on the other side of the box. And you hear me say it all the time. I get that to Mr. Neil S'mores. Inside of the box are the struggles, the issues, the scenarios, the environments. On the outside of the box are the instructions. You gotta get outside of the box to get the way, so you can reach back inside of the box and help the people you love. But that's another part of that belief system and what you're doing, why you're doing what you're doing, what you're doing it for. Mr. McPhaul, man, the process, embracing it, going through those things, those 3 simple steps, but embracing the process along the way. Give us some tips on some of that. We call him the bearded one. You're gonna learn more about that in a minute. Give me some, bearded one.
Ooh, I'm just gonna say this. You said a lot of stuff, and what popped in my head was vision. Having a vision of where you want to go, what it looks like. If you don't have a vision, and that's why they do vision boards, where you can what you want to achieve and all these different things, and set your goals along the way. That's the process. See, you can't just can't say I'm gonna go do this, and you have no direction. You don't know where you're going. You don't how this is gonna look like. And I like what you said earlier about being able to understand what it looks like. What the retirement look like? I had a vision what the retirement looked like, but it changed. It changed up very quickly because I was ooh, retirement is more about income than it is about age. So you have to have that vision, and you have that vision of where you're going, how you're going to get there. What's these steps? What steps that I need to accomplish as I go to reach these goals? That's the process. Enjoying, and somebody said, enjoy the process. Because if you don't enjoy the process, you're going to stop and go. No, but if you enjoy the process, you know there's going to be some pitfalls. You know, like you said, that tree's going to fall down and everything, but you're going to maneuver around it, because just like a GPS has that destination of where you want to go. So it reroutes itself. So when you enjoy the process and you know you have the vision and how everything's supposed to look like, when life hits you, when things don't go your way, you know how to, I got to detour some. I got to move around it some. Now, I'm going to have to slow down a little bit because this happened. But then now I can pick it back up because I just got out of that traffic. I just got out of that congestion on the freeway. and everything. And you're going to continue to go because you're enjoying the journey of getting to where you want to be, but it's not a destination. It's just that you want to accomplish, you want to hit those goals. So it's all about loving what you're doing. If you don't have passion about what you're doing, the process is not going to work for you because you're going to stop doing it because you have you, as they say, you have no skin in the game.
Ooh, skin in the game. Skin in the game. That's some good stuff right there. Skin in the game, meaning you got some investment. You're vested into it. You know, you sometimes you come so far down the process in the journey, even if you can't see the other side, you're closer to the end than you are to going back. Me and my friends, we used to go in this tunnel in Pasadena, Altadena. They had a dam, Devil's Gate Dam, and they had this tunnel, the kind you could walk in. It's pretty tall. As you go through there, man, it just gets dark. You can't see nothing. We were kids. We would hold hands, you know, and somebody just all of a sudden, and you run back, and you run back the other way. It was so far back the other way, we might have been almost through the other side. You see, you got to keep going. And what I mean by using that metaphor, if you will, whatever you've been doing long enough. You've been doing well enough. You've been committed to it. You've been driven to create that thing that you've been working towards. And you're so far along, you're just not there. But you could be right there. And I'm going to share an asset that everybody might be able to resonate with of how close you just may be. See, you just may be right there. You just may be right there. You never know. But when you love the process, and I'm not saying you like the process, I might not like getting up early in the morning. I might not like, going somewhere to do anything. I want to spend time with my wife and my family. But I love what I do because what I do has an end result that I see in my mind that I'm committed to. So I love what the outcome, I believe, will look like. See, I'll bring that all the way home. Stay committed to the work it takes. You never know how close you are. You may be just one more call, one more contact, one more swing away. Mr. Robert F. McPhaul, I know you got something for that. Give us something on the way out of there. Tell us about it.
Wow. You'll never know how close you are. That's why you have to see where you're going. You have to see your vision. You have to actually see it before it actually comes to fruition. So you have to have that, not that physical vision, but I call it the spiritual vision, the vision where you see it before it actually manifests itself and everything. And that's why you'll keep going and going, and that's what's going to drive you. But now, what I would just want to also add on to it, just know that if you keep going, just know as it gets harder, God will go ahead and might send somebody along the way. See, nobody gets to be successful by themselves. You need a group of individuals. So when you have that vision and you see where you're going, you still going, it's getting a little harder. Guess what? He sends a ram in the bush, or the bush in the ram, however you want to say it. I know I chopped it up, but he sends you a ram to keep you going, or to direct you somewhere, or to help you, or something to keep you going. Because guess what? Your success can be tied to somebody else, or somebody else, or you might be tied to somebody else's success. See, this is something to where we have to stay focused on and keep going for it. Don't stop. Don't stop, because you don't know how close you may be. And then if for some reason, if you're not, here, send somebody to help you to get to where you need to be, that will make you get to where you need to be and maybe work harder. So this is something to where we have to truly sit back and really contemplate on, once again, loving what you do, studying on what you want to do, and having all out belief in what you're doing. Because once you stop believing, once you lose your faith, once you stop when you stop loving what you're doing, just like you said, you're going to stop.
Man, my wife won't let me stop. We so far down this way. She said, you better bring home that big old pink elephant you out there chasing. Right? You said it's out there. You hunting for it. I know you're out there on it, baby. Let me sharpen up that spit. Get on back out there, Big Daddy. Right? We got to make this thing happen. It's the love and the support. And we're gonna talk about the support network. We're gonna have that. We're gonna talk about putting a show on that. Man, Mr. McPhaul, it's always an honor to have you on. I hope we help somebody with some of those great points this morning. Of course, he says, great morning, right? Great morning to us right there, Mr. Robert, and also Rasul. They're my good friend out there, man. Transportation, making sure everybody gets where they need to get to safely. Mr. McPhaul, it's always an honor to have you on. We're going to be back every Monday and Friday. We got Mr. Robert F. McPhaul, the bearded one, going to be bringing some of that science, that knowledge, that brain juice, if you will, to help inspire, encourage, motivate. Mr. McPhaul, please take a second. Tell everybody how they can reach you, next steps for you, and whatever you have in parting shots.
Well, my name is Robert F. McPhaul, and the F stands for finishing. That's a finishing, because I'm finishing what I started, and that's what I'm going to do. So you can find me on Facebook, Robert F. McPhaul. You can find me on Instagram, Bobby Mac 46. If you're on TikTok, Robert F. McPhaul. And just give me a call. That's 904-607-6246 and RF McPhaul Inc. at gmail.com. Now, what I got going on, I'll be in Atlanta Tuesday night for a great business event that's going down at 6 o'clock in the A, baby. And you also can find me in Jacksonville over the weekend, because we have another great business event going down on Sunday at 5 o'clock. This is where I'm at. This is where you can find me. And just let's go. Let's do some business. Let's go after, and let's be successful. Let's try to get these 3 steps that I just talked about. Let's help each other to be successful in life and everything else. Not just financially, but spiritually, mentally, because this whole thing is a full circle and everything. So let's go after it. Let's go do what we got to go do, and do it big time, because it's simple, not easy. Simple, but you got to put the work in, because it will be hard.
I love the word let's. Let's go do it. Not you go do it. Let's we go do it. Mr. McPhaul, man, again, you're always on point, man. We're going to have you right on back, man. Stay tuned. Catch up with Mr. Robert McPhaul, the bearded one. It's always got something positive on the social media platform. So connect the dots to success with that brother right there. Mr. McPhaul, a crisp salute to you, sir. You have an amazing day on purpose. We talk on the other side. All right. How about that, man? We get Mr. McPhaul on, the bearded one. I asked him if he would come on and help me make an impact in the mornings. He said, I love it. I know how to share what I love. And I got a purpose for sharing, because I believe in where I'm going. That's where we at, you guys. If you want to get your word out there about what you want to do, quick word of and advice, if you will. Use the tools of today. They got some AI out there. Yeah, plug into it. Use whatever it may be. Plug into some classes, some workshops. Listen to some people that are doing some things that you want to do in your life. get the coaching, get the mentoring, connect the dots to success with other people that want something different. And if you're in a room where each of the people in the room, they each know all of the same information. He knows, she knows. I know that too. But you got to get somebody that knows a little bit more where you can listen now. See, the 2 ears and the 1 mouth. In the 2 ears, you get to receive what you want to talk about from people that are doing it and living the level of life that you want to live. So if you got another level that you want to get to, love it. Learn it and believe in where you're going. Man, and if you want to get the word out about what you're doing, I want to help you do that as well. Quick word for you, Success Express Podcast. Podcast your message. Share your message. Share what you're doing. Talk about what you're doing. And if you want to do that, I want to help you do that. And here's how. Stand by.
Success Express Marketing Solutions presents your virtual video podcast studio. Let the Success Express team help bring your podcasting dreams to life. Here's what we do. We help you come up with show ideas, design graphics for your show, set up your podcast studio, and run the back end of your show. So what do? Be ready for your show. Make sure your guests are ready. Log into the virtual studio, turn your cameras on, and go. Not sure you're ready to go live on a monthly or a weekly basis? You can get the Try Us Out Success Special. It's only $97 with free design setup. All you got to do is try us out, and I guarantee you're going to want more. So get set up today with your virtual video podcast studio from Success Express Marketing Solutions. So go online to Success Express MKTG, and we'll get you set up today. Sign up now and get our free ebook, Modern Podcasting, that'll teach you all the techniques you need to know to get your podcast started today.
All right, as we get out of here, I want to leave you with this. We just talked about 3 simple steps in being successful. I'm going to share with you 7 keys to success using these 3 steps. Start now. Use what you have. Control what you know. Complete what you start. Execute your plan. Share your success and stand for something. Those come out of my book, The 7 Keys to Success. If you want to win, and you got to apply a level of work. The level of work that you do to match the level of the faith that you have. Question to you. Why do they sell $50 million yachts? Because people buy them. We're just sometimes not around the people that are buying them. And when you get around the people that are buying them, welcome to the new bottle. And God bless. Have an amazing day on purpose. It's been your Morning Grind Grindology101 Podcast, co-hosted by none other than Mr. Robert F. McPhaul, the bearded one. We'll see you on the other side.